Saturday night study hall, Quarter 1, 2026. Today is January 3rd, and it's a new year. It's a new opportunity here tonight. And first of all, what we're going to look at is Bitcoin. I'm going to pull the charts up here right away. I'm going to pull the charts up right here right away. Google Chrome is accessing your screen. That's cool. That's okay with me. And we know that sometimes when we go live on here, we kind of black out. So hopefully you guys can see the screen by now. I got to kind of remember to just share the screen right away when you're getting into the charts. So I did just have an alert trigger for Bitcoin right now. There is going to be a lot of volatility coming into the market to start the year off. And that's exactly what we look for as day traders. Volatility, price action, being clear and concise, nothing choppy, nothing, outlandish. So, looking at this Bitcoin chart on the 4-hour, I did have an alert up here at 91,000. About 450-ish. So all these different prices are going to be different depending on where you're executing the trade on. So that's one thing. But this one is correlated to the Blowfin broker. And that's where I usually trade Bitcoin at, or any cryptos these days. But I have been taking a break because we did just make a mistake recently. And that kind of blew me out of the water. Small little move here. December 18th. Really bad loss right there. Trying to, inverse. Trying to do a counter trend trade there. And it was just not the move. It was a retest to stay short. And that was a good drop from, really like 890 to about 90 to 84. And we were looking for the sellers up in here at 94. So there's that. And like I said, we like to stay away from choppiness. So we kind of have been going, it's been, crazy moves, right? But it's been ultimately pretty choppy in between. In between really like 90,000 to 86, right? Yep, 90 to 86, just really super choppy. The more you zoom out, the less choppiness you see. But ultimately, that's just, how the price action has been lately. 90,000 as our high, 84 as our low. And today, we've gotten out of the chop ever since, like the third week of December. 17 days into December. And then we kind of just got out of there today, this weekend. So if we can, break above this 91,500, that is just going to be very bullish, very, very bullish price action. Bitcoin has been on a very steep downfall ever since October. So, it was pretty much like Red October through November. And then we started finding some support around Thanksgiving, right? Because that's when everyone's talking about it again. Oh, hey, yeah, we kind of sold off Bitcoin all-time highs at 124,000. Why wouldn't I do that if I was already holding Bitcoin from 51,000 in 2024. What a freak would I keep holding it up there that high? I'm not going to sell everything, but I'm going to sell a good, piece of my initial investment, right? So now is the time, you accumulate versus accumulating and chasing when we were above 100,000, right? So I mean, just zooming out, you see like the more clear the picture becomes as you zoom out. And as a day trader who loves to scalp, I kind of find myself getting caught up in the short time frames, right? So I mean, ultimately, like I was saying, we were in a range. We're breaking off of the bottom of the range, trying to break through 91,000. If we can hold 90,000, that is just spectacular. So I mean, yeah, Bitcoin's in a very interesting spot. It's really, crucial to just find any entries you can below 100,000 because that is an absolute discount. Our last low before 80, 74 to about like 51. And I don't know why it's only showing me up here, but I mean you can just see the gains. Like this is just phenomenal gains. Phenomenal gains right here, 205%. From May 2024, 2 years ago. Wow. Just going up, right? I mean, you got to have some drawdowns. We had a drawdown period this time last year. Found support at 77 and just kind of trended all the way through the summer. All the way through the summer and 4th of July, and just bullish. Right? We had the tariffs come through, and one of the first tools to just start finding its way. So I mean, yeah, like I'm saying, I have an alert set up here. Sell hell, actually. This alert here was like for all this. We were actually able to catch a nice piece of the pie, and then we just got caught, trying to scalp inside of this crazy range. But I mean, the range has been just a 10,000 point swing, so it's kind of hard to stay away from that, right? So I mean, I had 2 trade ideas. They went profitable, but as you can see, like I missed the very like top of the resistance and kind of got caught in the midpoint. And then trying to hold through a midpoint entry is just like when the gambling aspect into trading starts to flow. So, I mean, if you're paying attention to the charts and you set alerts, it makes a lot of things more clear. Makes things a lot more clear. IMO. But yeah, man, this Bitcoin price action has been really just crazy, right? Like we've had just some very volatile days in December. This is very volatile. A lot of moves is getting retraced. Like FOMO. I'm still working on FOMO, right? I mean, I had a case of FOMO on Friday, right? even Monday, this whole week, I kind of had a case of FOMO, which is why I didn't kind of perform as best as I wanted to. I've been trading gold, focusing more on gold on my Forex broker. And I think 2026 is the year, I'm going to start to try to learn how to navigate the futures markets and start getting back into prop firms because I have been seeing a lot of progress from people that I associate with. But yeah, gold just came through for the holidays, right? Gold's just been coming through for the holidays, man. I was able to catch this trade here from 44.60 through 4,500. I did unfortunately try to back hold this. Didn't maximize as much as I wanted. Right? Right? Because you can tell these trades. I'm taking just really late trades and being late to the party. And then whatever kind of results I've had, kind of show for themselves on here on these charts. Gold has just been phenomenal, right? So you can just kind of see like people just go crazy with gold. So let's go back to Christmas Eve. This is what this looks like. So I'm just following trend here. Like I was following trend, you know what I'm saying? We hit 4,500 and then kind of had a very dramatic sell off in the Asian markets. Yup. And then all throughout the night, when Saint Nick was trying to get ready, there were just some phenomenal setups there. Like I was looking for gold to continue to just fail and create lower highs, which is what happened here in this area right here. We were able to ride this, and I'm pretty sure I scalped this trade right here. Right, but this was just the wrong entry right here. I might have held on to this loser, and then once I realized that price was in a zone right here, took the sell, and then made up for this bullshit. And then this is something I've been kind of struggling with, just not flipping in time, not flowing with the market. Flowing with the market is very essential to stay on track. So now I'm over here looking at gold Instagram. I'm showing you I'm talking to my Instagram live right now as well. Yeah, gold was just in a very interesting spot Friday. We're working our way over there. Just showing you guys some Christmas price action. Right. So that this week was just like down, Christmas Eve on a Wednesday, followed by Thursday, Christmas Day. And then we had Friday open. So it's like you gotta pick your poison, man. Do you want to turn up or do you want to, say stay on track, stay on beat? And I kind of missed out. So I had a lot of FOMO in this here, missing out on this. Because this is what you love to see. You just love to see prices continuing to just make a simple, clear pattern. Just wait for a retest, wait for structure. Just boom, boom, boom. Big moves here, 5 a.m. So this is Monday, this past Monday, the 29th, 5 a.m. I think I got up to my charts around like 7:45. Right, so I took a little piece of this pie here. I don't even have it charted up, but I know that I did take that trade. I chart on my two monitors here and there, just because I kind of just tend to do that. But yeah, I don't even have it in here. But I know for sure I took a trade on Monday in this area. And then, just another just crazy reversal into the zone. And this zone was just not random at all. This price action found support. $43.20. We tapped once, twice, three times, and then we just took off. I don't usually like to catch falling knives anymore because you can get kind of liquidated on gold. That's what gold loves to do. As you can see, gold making all these moves here. So it's like best if I don't catch like a big move, then I kind of just be like, okay, well, that's the trend for the day, and then kind of just try to go and move on with my day and not be stuck on the charts. So, that was Monday, and then Asian, I didn't really trade. Monday Night Football, watching that. Tuesday, not really sure what I had going on Tuesday. I can't really remember, but I remember gold just being a really nice, clear setup again. Just selling off of resistance, 4,400 this time, right? And we're getting there, right? Same thing happened Friday. Literally same thing happened Friday from Monday. So just not getting up. Friday actually my alarm didn't go off, but we're working our way there. 4,400 rejection, making lower highs, right? Because price was trying to push, but we rejected at about 50% of this downside move, which is what you like to go and retrace, right? And then you get back in trend. So here we are, Tuesday. Asian session again, just a really aggressive price action into the night, and then kind of overnight finding support at the 4,300 level, and then just pushing up into New York Open, consolidating, and then kind of just selling off into the session on Wednesday. So today I was really patient. So this is an awesome trade, even though I wanted to be involved up here around 43.40. I remember 43.40. We wanted to catch this sell in this area, but kind of just missed it. Kind of late start to the day or whatever. Yeah, Tuesday was a long day. We were over here cutting the grass and shit. Wednesday, really great efforts here. And then, we get out of the trade, right? And then, of course, another fucking holiday, right? So, New Year's Eve, just kind of chilling, waiting for the markets to open back up. And then, we're outside, New Year's Day. Asian open gap up. Just gap up. This is what you love to see. If you take that risk, you will be rewarded in this industry, right? So here, okay, so now we're in structure, and this is the 30-minute time zone. Like this 30-minute time zone, I love gold because gold is just, it respects its levels for the majority of times, other than all these liquidation zones. But for the majority of the time, gold is always going to respect its levels, right? Okay, so where were we? So New Year's Day, Asia, 3 p.m. Thursday. Just an absolute banger of an open. I didn't really want to chase because I was driving. So I'm like, okay, we're going for the gap fill or it's a fake. And what do? We fake out the gap fill. Because green candles, open low and they close high. So after I saw that we opened low and we kind of just closed high. So let's get off of the 30 and so I can show you guys what I mean, how we kind of play around. So here we are on the 5 minute time frame, which is like, if you are a decent scalper, which I like to say that I am, and you can kind of just, get what you want and get out. So, I mean, gold here, like you just always kind of just look left, look for structure, look for price action, which are the candles, and you kind of just, get a feel for where the trend's going, right? With the right size, with the right, you know, with the right type of plan and intention, then you can just, run it up off of a small move from 43.30 up into 43.50. So 21 points, on some good enough size. Here's one entry here, second one there, potential just hold and, just TP at 43.50. Right. And then, hey, man, just overnight hold, like, set some alerts. If price, continue to hang on to 43.43, and you just hold your TP 43.50, set them alerts. But I mean, at this point, it's like, okay, sleeping, or you're, trying to hang on through because this was a very, key zone up here at 4,400. We tapped 4,400 Friday. And what do? We sell off again at 5 a.m., just like how we did on Monday. So, I mean, what are the coincidences? There's always like, times that you can reference to and kind of just like, mimic previous price action. So, I mean, yeah, gold just was fucking phenomenal this week. Absolutely phenomenal. I mean, you got to just be locked in. You got to set pending orders. That's something that I'm kind of like not really good at. But I mean, I'm very comfortable catching these scalps. I mean, this is a great fucking trade to catch. I'm just not staying up on the chart studying enough and getting up on time to allow myself to, catch some nice trends. But if I don't catch gold, I'm usually in the stock market. Right, we're gonna get to the stock market in a second after this gold analysis. But yeah, I mean, just look at gold. Like we're just kind of trending in this range for right now. 123-point range for the week, and that's very generous from gold. What went up just came right back down. So 74 points up and down. Right. So, I mean, that's just like, hit your targets to get out, hit your targets and get out, readjust. But yeah, man, I caught a little piece of gold Friday. Man, I really wish I don't, take my damn trades off of here. I don't know why I've been doing that lately. It's not like I'm losing a lot of trades. I'll keep some ugly losing trades on there, but I do get tired of looking at them sometimes. So you gotta delete them. But yeah, 5 minute time frame, kind of just sold some golds into this demand zone, and then just took profit. Didn't really look to get back in for the buy. So here we are. Going into the first full trading week of the year, right? So we can go ahead and delete all this because we just went through all that. So price has been, like 4,300 to 44 right now. So what compass range is this? 100-point range. So gold's kind of like, making fucking crazy moves. I mean, really, we want to talk about moves. Sunday, just a 200-point move from the open on Sunday. Fuck. I mean, it's just crazy. 200-point move on gold. That's just, that's some good. That's a great start to 2026 right here, trading gold. Seriously. So, I mean, just looking at gold right now, it's kind of just all over the place right now. I mean, if you don't really have a position short, then it's just like, shoot, man, I wouldn't even really want to mess with it right now until we get like some clear direction, because we are just, very bearish for the most part, short term. Long term, um, I mean, what do you think? A hook. What do you think? 2023, man. Just hang on, man. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. 2024. Just fucking hang on. Hang on. October 2024. How about you just, sell a little bit? Set some alerts a little bit, and then, what I'm saying? Oh, man, we're breaking fucking 2750. It's going into the new year, January. Let's just fucking hang on to a little bit of gold, man. January to March, April through Valentine's Day, April Fool me. Man. Right? 3,400, man. From 2,500, 700 points. So, man, just, take some profits off it. Maybe set some alerts. Hang on a little bit, man. Hang on a little bit, man. And this is our weekly. Oh, wow. Look, coming out of summertime. August, going into quarter four. Getting ready for quarter four, September. Oh, hey, Q4, October. Halloween. Government shutdown. What the fuck is going on? Talks. Well, that was I'm getting ahead of myself here. We're talking. Shit's happening. Gold, all-time high, 4,300. You know what? Let's sell a little bit here, man, because we've been in from fucking 2,000. We're now at 4,330. Let's sell a little bit, man. Oh, hey, we got some money. They're talking about a government shutdown. Oh, man. America's not going to be buying turkeys. Let's sell a little bit of gold, man. Let's try to, put our investments back into the tool that's been printing money for us. You buy some more gold at 4,000, man. Just hang on, man. Christmas time, we're selling everybody some gold, man. Sending gold gifts, man. Everyone's having a good Christmas, man. We bought metals. It's a new year. Let's sell a little bit, man. So here we are. Here we freaking are, man. I mean, this is just phenomenal scalps that you can just find in this market. So going back to 2023, just 2,000-point move up. And, as a day trader, you love to just, stack entries. So, I mean, here's the gold, man. We're sitting at all-time highs above 4,000 in 2026, looking to make a move for 5,000. I mean, why not, man? Why not? Gold could, do anything at this point. But what I'm seeing gold doing right now, maybe stalling a little bit with all this new news generating. And I'm going to get into maybe a few stocks that I'm hearing people talk about right now. But um, just looking at a few that I noticed on Friday. I've been kind of mentioning KTELs for a minute, but I did mention Cat. Man, I've been trying to get my way into Cat or John Deere. John Deere was green, but it wasn't green like Cat. Here you are. So let's jump into Cat. We're gonna jump right back into gold. Gold's kind of looking crazy. But yeah, man, Caterpillar, man, frick, $600 off of 400. That's a hell of a fucking move to catch on the options chain. I mean, Cat, just a tariff winner. Tariff winner, 276 to 600. I mean, Cat's just been a breadwinner, man. 174 to 600. Caterpillar, man. Caterpillar, man. Just a fucking winner. Just a fucking winner, man. But it's all good because we got new stocks moving like this, like Oklo. Oklo is another fucking banger, man. That, we've been inside since about like $20, bro. I know people who were in Oklo at $7 and $8, bro. And that is just an absolute crazy fucking move. 7 to 190 in like a year. So, I mean, I was just blessed to catch, Oklo. Was it Father's Day? Was it Oklo or Palantir? We caught one of them joints. And man, just it might have been Oklo at 20 April, May, June 2025. Yeah, I mean, man, yeah, we were talking about it, but yeah, if we would have got these damn contracts back here in May, these contracts on Oklo move fucking insane. We did catch an Oklo trade on public portfolio. My last trade on Oklo, let me look it up right here. Let me see. Man, yeah, we just been making too many trades, just getting too aggressive, trying to just get some cool points. Our last trade on Oklo was December 4th, 105 call, December 5th. So I bought 2 contracts at 243. I sold one at 330. The following day, or maybe this is a 0 day, yeah. And I did a 0 day. But it had, clearly it had time. So I bought a $105 call, 2 at 243. I sold one at 330. And then I sold my next one at 510. So I mean, clearly had some buying power that day. I was spending like $480. $480 and had a $800 return. So kind of doubled up on that. But the double up could have been crazy. The double up could have really been crazy because yeah, these contracts just flew that day. And then I came in the next day trading again and try to do some metas. Meta is another mover. Meta loves to move in this market. Meta's been having some crazy setups. But back on Oklo, I said December 4th. December 4th. And as you can see, December 4th. December 5th, it absolutely pulled back. kind of guy. Sometimes, when a stock just makes a fucking parabolic move like this, you kind of just can't overlook the previous, you know, structure. And that's kind of what happened to me here. I kind of just, I'm like, oh yeah, I mean, we hit this supply here. And then it was like, oh wow, this thing is just still going, from we got involved at 102 entry. We took the 105 strike. And then we fucking end up running through 113. So 105 was just in the fucking money all day. And it got to a point to where it's just like, damn, well, if you kind of held on, you lost a significant amount of gains. So, I mean, some days, you got to treat these setups for what they are. And this setup right here was just an absolute fucking banger. Let me pull up Oklo for you. I'm looking at Oklo right now. What's good, Cuddy? I'm live on YouTube right now, man. I'm not gonna have no time to chart tomorrow, so I'm like, damn, let me just hop on right now. I gotta go watch these Rams and Cardinals tomorrow. I'm gonna be at that hoe all day, so I'm kind of just getting it in right now. Oklo, yeah, we talking about Oklo. Oklo is making a fucking banger of a move right now, off of 72. So that's the 1 hour time frame. So yeah, like I was saying, I caught Oklo on I was long. I was in a 105 call on December 4th. So now I'm still holding, like, I have one share that I'm still holding on Oklo. I sold some Oklo up in here before it really got started getting ugly. And then where you at? December 5th. So yeah, I mean, look at this fuck. Pull this shit down. Look at this fucking move right here. I was a part of this move, bro. This fucking move was crazy. I copped this hoe. I was in a $105 call. This joint ran at 113. So I mean, that's what Aqua does. And then fucking, just fucking trashed Aqua all the way to 70. So Aqua, this is a solid support we're at right now. Go to the daily. So I mean, a lot of people are talking about Oklo right now, bro, because of this, this rare earth situation. So Oklo is one of those stocks, that where people are looking forward to, be one of the breadwinners in the future. So I mean, the lows, Oklo was like at $20 during the tariff situation. $20 in fucking April. Yeah, man, I wish I would have just been buying just calls, bro. That's one of my things I'm gonna work on this year. I'm gonna be more into investing into contracts with time, buying more time, trying to just find the right amount of time for these contracts. So yeah, I mean, Oklo off of fucking 71 just gaps up ahead of the news, ahead of this tariff news, bro. Well, not tariff, the fucking airstrike. So here's Oklo, $80. $80. We can easily fucking run through $80. So now that I see that $80 is right there, why not just fucking, go for the whole fucking home run up here at 90, right? We look for 90, in a shorter amount of time, like in this month. And if we just get in with some volatility, we just can go ahead and scalp that for a nice little gain, little cheap OTM with some time for 90 on Oklo. I mean, don't get me wrong, Oklo is selling off. I mean, this was a crazy like head and shoulders up in here. I need to get like a new fucking tray to hold my phone. But I mean, yeah, Oklo 193, just crazy sell off. Kind of a head and shoulders pattern in here somewhere. Yeah, I'm not showing this shit right off. Head and shoulders pattern up in there off of 200. So yeah, if Oklo can reclaim 80, we can get to 85 to 90. So I like Oklo. Really, let's go ahead and go to our option chain now. We can go ahead and go to our option chain. We can go ahead and go through our option chain. So this upcoming week, we have January 9th, right? So if we look for January 9th for the $90 call, it's only $60 and it was 27. It was 27 on Friday at its low. So Oklo being here for $60, I mean that's good. So that means we can go out, we can buy more time, we can go look towards the end of the month for that same $90 call, and now it's 350, and it was 230 on Friday. So that's really good right there. At $90. $90 is absolutely a target on Oklo just before we hit some resistance. Just to kind of like, I guess create another lower high before we create another lower high. But man, I mean, ultimately I would suspect Oklo to like kind of maybe reject 80 before kind of just pushing through 80. And this is our 4 hour time frame. So I mean, we are kind of hitting a order block here. If we can just kind of maybe hold in the zone right here and kind of just wait, because we're late. We're late to the party. We are late to the party. Friday was the time to like kind of just go long, and then we gotta wait. We're gonna have to wait. We're gonna probably see some profit taking up in here at 80. And then we kind of just see how we react in this zone up here. And then considering how we close above 81, then we can go ahead and look for our entries for these $90 strikes on Okla. So, I mean, a play for this week on Okla, not looking too hot, but I mean, we can keep that $90 call on watch for Friday because we know that it is moving. $90. I mean, even if we want to play it a little bit more like in the money, just because we are looking for, just a burst of volatility to get moving. I mean, this $80 strike was the money. $80 strike was the money play right there. I mean, did we Friday out just one day, one fucking day, man, 72 to 78. So 72 1 week, $312. 72, 72. It was 77 on the week. So 160 to about 420. 77. So I mean, yeah, Uploads is one of those fucking stocks, man, that have just made some fucking phenomenal moves in terms of like, okay, it's only $150. If I have $2,000 of buying power, yeah, I know I'm spending 150 for one. I'm gonna try and double up on that. I'll throw in like I'll scale into five, and then okay, I see. Oh, we fucking pushed a whole another $100. Okay, I'll try to go in, another five, because that'll be another 1,000. So then that'll be 1,500 into the play. So the potential for this 1,500 to quadruple there. So 1,500 from our initial investment from 150 from five. So it's 5, 6, almost about like 700 and just below $800 there invested. And then we want to get another 5 for 250. So that'll be about like, 2, 4, so 8, a rack, 1,200. So $1,400 into there, get a potential turn into, and this is from January 9th. Wow. Jeez. Wow. January 9th. Damn. So, I mean, this $77 play strike, if Oglo can, just continue to push through 80, that 1,400 initial investment can, eventually turn into, times 4. So your 1,400 times 4, if I can do math, I can get on my whiteboard. If I can get on my whiteboard, 1,400 times 4. Let's go ahead and get back old school. I'm not sure, dude. $5,600. $5,600 profit off of the value. So boom. I mean, that's a quick little home run. Quick little home run right there. Are you guys parched? I'm a little bit parched. I'll be right back. So, yeah, I mean, we're covering some bangers. Some good carbonated mineral water. Never thought I would develop a taste for carbonated water. But yes, Oklo. Where the fuck were we? Oklo 77 for this fucking week. $420 already. We missed the fucking low from 145. So um, yeah, Oklo. What about Oklo from? Yeah, I mean, we kind of just bought, after the holiday. Man, Friday was just like a great fucking entry for a lot of shit. 70 fucking dollar contracts are about to run over $1,000. And these bad boys were at $400. So I mean, $8 damn near out of the money is telling me that we can definitely run, for a quick 500 off of one contract, but we have to double up on our buying power to get back to these racks. So I mean, what I do to freaking get my BP up is I play out of the money. I mean, it's the only fucking way when you don't want to fucking day trade SPY or your IWMs or your SPXs, Ws, right? I'm trying to look for a very strong trending name, and that is fucking Oklo right now. So even the $90 for 2 weeks, it's a good open interest right here. I'll go ahead and add this to my watch list if I can. There it is. Add to watch list. So I mean, I've been exploring a lot of new brokers this year. Well, over the past year. And I actually had a lot of success with Public in November. So that's just something I need to get into. Long. But yeah, Oklo. So, okay, so what I'm going to do, since I'm fucking here right now, is we're going to set these alerts so we can have some like type of indication. Because you know what? Man, what I was doing last year was I would not really set too many alerts on these names, and I would kind of just like look at the heat list. Not even look at the heat list. I would just scan Discord, what are people talking about in Discord, and that's just really not profitable because you can get caught up and just really sidetracked it. So I mean, essentially, where I want to set some alerts on Oklo is around here like 76, and I'll just say, okay, message me a lower high trend, right? So then that lower high trend could be like, okay, depending on what's going on, depending on how much time I have to pay attention, I'll be like, I'll consider the lower high trend sell back to 70. So I can actually go ahead and look just in case we don't, just in case we actually miss the momentum for that $90 push. We're going to go ahead and add that $90 call option on. Well, we can go a little bit more in the money because we have some buying power. We can kind of aim for like, okay, 86. Because I'm telling you, as soon as we hit 80, I mean, we're going to hit 85. So, but really, what I'm going to look for is, like a quick rejection off of 80 and then a retest of 80 and then knock on that $85 door and kind of just like start consolidating. So if we can just kind of pull back off this 82 just a tad bit, because it will jump from 81 to 215 there, $80 times 5, 8 times 5, is 40, right? Or am I geeking? 8 times 5 is 40. So 5 contracts at 80, $400, and up to 200. So do the math on that, and that should put you over Rocky. Those are definitely put you up over Rocky.
As somebody who's grown their account to shut the fuck up. You know why everybody makes videos on what time you should post, how many...
No. See what I'm saying? Like some of our distractions, bro. We don't even need to be on fucking social media right now. My shit dry as fuck. But 82 burgers, man. Call for Monday. If we can get like a little pullback. I mean, this joint, I was just on the daily. This joint was at $70 on Wednesday. Jumps to 120 at the open, and then it runs for 1. And then it runs for 208. So if you're holding those 82s from Friday, I mean that you're just in the driver's seat for surely. Even $80. $80 calls. 135 to 275. Or slow. Or maybe it's me a little slow. But 890 to 3. Bro, that's kind of crazy. 90 to 300. So in between 80 to 82 on a pullback, right? So we go back to 76, and I would love to get long on those 82s. And then if we just can't reclaim this 78, then we're gonna stay looking short. But in the meantime, we want to look for these 90 calls long target. And we're going to play the 82s and 90 calls for the 9th and 13th, I believe. And the 9th for the 16th. So 82. I mean, it's 90 call for the 16th. And then for the 9th, we have the what we want to look for. I mean, because we can do the 90, but I already know how it's going to go, bro. Like, is it hit or miss? We don't really want to do that right now. So, I mean, we can either just keep going out. We got earnings in March. We might get that, that March run. So, I mean, the $90 calls for out to March are already at fucking $900. So, I mean, go figure, man. Like this, I'm telling you guys, Oklo is that fucking stock that just prints money. Like I was just looking at my portfolio, just green majority of the time last year, and I didn't even fucking buy nothing during April. I don't know what the fuck I was doing during April, trying to day trade, short-term price action. Sometimes you gotta just step back and you'll be like, oh wow. Like I said, Oklo was at 105, and we're just not ready to swing for the stars just yet. So I mean, going into Valentine's Day, $90 call at $500. So yeah, yeah. So February, $500. Damn, yeah, they're not playing. So I guess the $90 they could come a little bit sooner than later, maybe. Maybe. But like I said, man, Oklo, I mean, it's not, super bullish setup right now. But I mean, like I said, we have been fucking selling off all quarter four. So here we are to Q1. Here we are to Q1, and anything can fucking happen right now. So let me go ahead and send out this chart markup. Go ahead and send this chart markup to the Discord. I'm looking for Aquila to make a move into this $90 area. Well, 85, and then, target these 90s. Let's go ahead and mark this shit up for the Discord. That's going to be a TP1. Go ahead and type that up. Text up TP1. Man, what was I doing before I was on here with you guys? I was watching some ICT. Oh, it'll let me switch accounts. Cool. Yeah, I was watching some ICT before I hopped on this, man. ICT's back on YouTube, man. Gotta get some screen time, man. So, yeah. And if we can't break 78, then we're going to short to 70. So let's go ahead and add those puts on here as well. January 9th, $75 puts, 270, $70 puts are 128. So we're just looking for, if are we going to continue to trend or are we going to make a fake break? So I like the $70 puts, $70 puts for the 16th, just in case, and just in case, we make a fucking volatile move to fucking like 85, and then we just are unable to hold it. So, I mean, this looks good. Open interest is kind of, popping out right there. So, I mean, that's really interesting. Yeah, open interest to the put side is really interesting here just because people kind of understand the bigger picture here of Aklo. And like I said, man, December, kind of get everybody started and boom, dump their ass quick. So let's go ahead and send this to the Discord. Finish marking up this chart. So we did find resistance. Psych. We found support here at 71, and we kind of just yapped up off of it. Just one pop in, go. Pop and go. So we found support off 71, and we are pushing for 80. So we bought calls on Friday. Doing good. Pace. So now we're going to type out our analysis looking for a break and hold above 77 or whatever alert. Break and hold above 77 to swing our scalp for a push to 90 calls out to, damn, what day did we say? We said the 16th. We set for the 16th $90 calls. If we can hang on. So 916. Short term calls. 82 419. And then if price continues, a short back into 60 for puts for the following week would be nice. So boom, we got this at our Discord Oklo. So there's one. So boom, industrials. I didn't want to talk about these industrial, right? So we just went over gold. We just went over Oklo. Now we are on Cat, and we've been streaming for just an hour. So I mean, this is what I wanted to do kind of quickly. I do gotta set these alerts for gold. Maybe not. I'm not even gonna really have time to trade tomorrow. Oh shoot, kind of sore. Caterpillar. Wow. I mean, the power of this dollar cost averaging, is phenomenal. And, that's something we got to get back to this year. We got to find, some more income to throw into these stocks because, I mean, fuck. Man, that shit's so good. Shit's so good. I mean, we found support, resistance just multiple times. Amazing gap up through earnings on October. We're going to have some earnings January 29th. So, damn. That'll be fucking awesome. I mean, yeah, they've been crushing earnings lately. So, I mean, damn, man. Again, Caterpillar is just one of those ones that's just like, okay. It's establishing the bull trend, getting back on that bull trend. So right now, I mean, it's at a neckline of, okay, hey, what the fuck should we do now? Like, do we just keep going up? Do we wait for our earnings to give the move? Or do we kind of just, reject? I mean, there's some good head right here, left shoulder. A shoulder right here that never kind of really developed. Here we are back in the same zone. Kind of just sold off that Wednesday, whatever the fuck happened that day. We had some news here. 58% run in 2025 is Cat. Stock to buy. Unlikely AI play is an unlikely AI play. I mean, we don't really want to be, so we don't want to be, too into the AI. I mean, everyone knows about the AI, right? If you're not in any AI plays, then you're kind of just like, a little bit past the early adoption. Well, we're way past the early adoption stage. It's kind of like the laggard stage of the cycle. So, I mean, we wanted to have some type of diversity into our portfolios. So, I mean, Caterpillar is an industrial type of play. I mean, machinery, construction, I mean, kind of ties into that stuff, right? But, I mean, it's just haven asset to own, right? I mean, I've been trying to get involved, man. I just couldn't get involved. So what we do is we get involved with the contracts. And Caterpillar, I actually have not been able to catch this mug when it's trending because these contracts are pretty handsome. They can become pretty handsome. So I mean, if we're looking for something to just kind of just play out, I mean, 610 on Caterpillar, which is $500. So you kind of gotta find your footing. And the $600 play is already $1,000. So it's kind of just like, yeah, you missed out, my boy. $1.79 on Friday, and they're sitting at 830 for the fuck strike is this? Kind of hate being super most attractive. I look at, in my opinion, I still kind of just love that Robin Hood view. So yeah, that is the 600. It's kind of a stupid drop down menu. The 600 strike on Caterpillar, is 374%. And this thing could freaking run to $10, well, $20. This thing could run to fucking, man, this shit can fucking print money. I mean, Cat was 560. Even if you got the 590, that's 1,500. 392. So it's kind of like, you got to be looking at names that are just, super strong. That have super strong trends and that kind of just, pull back from fucking 626 down to 560 and then making its way back to the 600 mark. I mean, that's just a lot of ground to cover. In a 2-week span right there. I mean, that just bang, bang, bang. Bang, bang, bang. But yeah, it's going on midnight, man. We gotta just continue to set these alerts. Let's bring Caterpillar to the attention here. Caterpillar, for some happens, rejects 600 and kind of wants to start acting weird and trying to find a range. We can look for the puts back to 590 and beyond. So 590 and beyond would be like, let's set a message and then puts target 570, 2 weeks out, create. And then if we're gonna break out, we're gonna be looking for 650, right? I mean, 650 with 2 weeks of time. Not very pricey, but it's good. A good look with the open interest, 2,900. So 650 for January 16th. Let's go out one more week. 650 strike 296 is about. And then we have earnings January 29th. So I mean, we're getting back into earnings season right now. Earnings season is also always phenomenal. So I mean, we could even kind of just look for this pre-earnings run to 650. And a bit of that happening for this week. I mean, it's not super far off. Like, this is not very cheap. contracts on CAT are not, really expensive for them to be that far out. But time always wins in this market. Like, there's not really no like real like gamble. Like, why when you can just buy time and then save yourself that trouble. So the 650s for 650. Add that to our watch list. $1.40. And then I'm just curious to see what the puts look like for this week. Just false sense of breakout. So reject 600, we can potentially fall back to 570, which I like. Here it look okay. January 9th, yeah. I mean, if we're gonna fail, and it could be, later in this week. As we get closer to the earnings, sell into the earnings. So I play for this upcoming week. I would be targeting the 570s. So if I'm targeting 570, I mean the play is about $200 here. So we can absolutely get into this because we can afford it. And then we just add it to our watch list, 570 to the downside. 570 to the downside. And then we got Quay. Forgetting how to work this bad boy. Bangers on the watch list set. Options. I don't know why it's not showing me on here, but we absolutely added those plays. But let's go ahead and add it to hold 601. Push for 650. 650 push or flush. 650 call or 750 put flush. Let's do or die. Or we'll see some consolidation right there. So that's our 4 hour on our daily. I mean, our daily just looks like it's just set up to reject. So 570 flush for this week, depending on what's going on. So there's cat play high volatile. Like a move to breakouts or break down at 80, at 680. Or where are we at? 580? 600, I'm sorry. Well, we got 116. 19 or 116. So 19 6 or 560, 570 put or 116 650 call. So that's two plays we just drawed up. Saturday night, kind of just went through some gold. We checked out some Bitcoin. I'm not really interested in SPX and SPY right now. Anything could happen. Let's just look at our news right now and just be certain that we have NFP this week. And then we're going to get up out of here. So Monday, ISM. Tuesday, nothing. Wednesday, Schultz. Unemployment claims Thursday. And then we have NFP Friday, January 9th to start the year. It's going to be fucking banger. Start to the year. So, I mean, do we want to catch the fucking, anticipation of the open on Sunday? Why the fuck not? Why the fuck not? Yeah, bro, stop. Wow. Love light in here. So yeah, I mean, here's gold, man. Just kind of doing what it wants to fucking do. Nice reversal. So we get a fucking push up above 43, 42. I am looking long. Just cause, man. Just cause we got some markets moving. That I'm not really gonna be doing much. I'm gonna be watching this damn Rams game tomorrow. So yeah, gold's in the middle of nowhere. Kind of looking for gold to make a move pretty soon. I mean, even though we've made, some pretty substantial moves already up of the 4,300 level, right? After, 4,300. So, kind of stabilizing right now and kind of figuring out where gold wants to go. So we break below 43.10, we can look short. Look short to get back long. And this is our daily. We can kind of look for some damn. I don't like that. But I look for an entry in here. 42.30 TP shorts. TP shorts. Or continue long. Or this could be a fake long. Long into. We can look short. Look short. And then if we break above 43.50, we can go long above 43.50. So long above 43.50. Go ahead and put this in Discord. USD long above 43.50, short below 43.10. Short below 43.10. Short below 43.10 to find support. Depends on trend and all depends on trend. Price is in no man's land, to be honest. And that's gonna be it, man. I'm gonna fucking sign up out of here, and that's all we got for tonight. So I gave you gold, I gave you Bitcoin, I gave you Caterpillar, I gave you Oklo. So that's 4. That's into my system. 4 and done. 4 names, 4 trades times 4, 16 trades. But if I'm trading these options, which are Cat and Oklo, that's only 1 trade usually. And then we go ahead and buy however many contracts we need to buy to make us however much money we just need it to make. So I don't really want to get into the politics and all that stuff because I am a guy who likes to study from the professionals. I don't consider myself a professional. I'm in year 6 of day trading. I'm in probably 10 years of managing my own portfolio of investing, and actually just knowing about investing for about 10 years now or whatever. So I mean, You know, I just follow the charts. The money is made on the charts. Everyone wants to act like they know, what's going on, why things are going on. That's good for them. Me and you, we are here to follow those people who have already made it and just mimic their success. So I'm going to leave on that note right there. I'm enjoying my carbonated water. And let's see what the fuck is going to happen this week because 2026 is already starting off to a bang.